right, now, Business Morning, we're diving into a topic that combines romance and bottom line, love and luxury. Is Valentine still a big spending season? That's the question. From fine jewelry, designer gifts to personalized experiences, we'll explore whether Nigerians are opening their wallets this Valentine's season. And, for all the money bouquet lovers, it's seeming a little shaky at this point with CBN and most central banks at this point saying you shouldn't use our currencies to make bouquets. All right, let's see what the big search is right now on Google for creative and personalized gifts coming from Nigeria. We're seeing experience and self-care. People are searching for a romantic weekend getaway, Valentine cruise trips, spa couples package, Valentine couple dental package. That's an interesting one. That's what people are searching for right there on Google. Then let's see what people normally spend money on Valentine's Day. We see it's dining and restaurants. That's the top experiential spend right there. Then we have jewelry, luxury gifts, flowers, bouquets, chocolates and sweets, fashion accessories, perfumes and personal care. And they have the travel, hotel nights, and experiences. Well, joining me now to unpack all of this, we have Olatade Daranijo as the General Manager, Harrell Play, they're in hospitality business. Then on Zoom, we have Olamide Williams. She's the CEO, Sweet Indulgence. She's into cakes, and she's a big baker right here in Nigeria. Great to have you in the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Ladi.
Good morning, Ladi.
Fantastic. Great to have you both. Let me start with you, Olamide. You're in the sweet business at this point. We know how people like to get a cake here or there for their significant other. So let's look at compared to last Valentine's Day, how strong is demand this year? Because I know cakes are not cheap. Cakes are not cheap this time. You spend up to 70,000 naira for a fruit cake at this point. What's it looking like?
So I would say that demand is a little bit softer this year. It's not as, compared to last year, it's softer. And I think it's due to the economic realities. People are focusing more on discretionary spending. I would say more of needs than wants. So I would say there's just a little drop from last year. It's a little softer.
Right. And how would you describe 2025, Valentine's Day? Would you say the consumers opened their wallets a lot, to celebrate Valentine? What the orders like?
I wouldn't say open their wallets a lot, but better than this year. Another thing I was also considering at some point, maybe the day of the week, because cakes are usually shared with a lot of people. So this year we kind of focused more on smaller packages because, during the weekend you have fewer people around you compared to when you're in the office and you have your friends, your colleagues. Or you understand what I'm trying to say? It's basically a little different, because the day of the week is, I would say it also matters because the size of cake you'll buy will be different. What you'd want to spend money on will be a bit more, I would say, you would just want to kind of understand the realities around you before, spending that money.
And I hope your significant other is not saying, oh, since your gifting is dropping, that means your love for me is dropping. It's just the economic times. Doesn't mean, I love you any less. Thank you for that, Olamide. But let me come to Olatade now. Definitely, you're in the hospitality, sector, and talk to me about, this season. How can we make it a huge economic driver? Because, definitely, they say love costs money.
Yes.
At this point, and some of us are beginning to, understand that more. Exactly. The inflation is still really high. We're dealing with a lot right now, the average consumer. So how you seeing that?
Well, so thankfully you showed something that pretty much points to where the spending actually happens in dining. Um, that drives that. If you go down to the roots of it, that is what you call guest experience. People want to have a good time. The real truth is, you will spend what you enjoy. You will spend money on what you want to enjoy. So I'd say the driver economically is on experience. They just want to have a good time. Picture the sitting with your significant other, where you could just have you just have that time to bond between yourselves. You don't want the distractions, you don't want the noise, you don't want anybody to just take you away from that moment. You would give anything to make sure that you enjoy that. So that is where it is. The experience ultimately drives the financing or the spending for the
Right.
for the
And talking about the experience, at this point, I know recently, you see restaurants, pop up, here and there, and
Yeah.
they pay a lot of attention to how the restaurant, looks, the ambience, and all of that. And it got to a point, some people just go there just to take pictures.
Yes.
They don't they don't care about ordering your food.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
you know what, this place looks nice.
Yep.
And it'll look good on my Instagram.
Yep.
How's that looking?
So we do get that a lot, and that pretty much is because some businesses use their aesthetics to draw in clientele. Are they the paying clientele? Maybe, maybe not. So in our business, we focus on the guest experience. So I would always tell anyone who comes to or who is trying to come into my space that, you know what, if you come in and you have a good time, you'll tell somebody else. If you come in, you have a bad time, please tell me. So that I take your feedback and then I make amends, so I do better next time. I think more and more, not to take away the need for aesthetics, but to focus primarily on how businesses grow and do well. We should constantly, as customers in this regard, give feedback so that we that are actually trying to give you the best experiences can always change or evolve to be better.
Right. So you hear it, customers try to give feedback. At this point, they'll take it seriously. Let me come to Olamide. Now, definitely you did, mention, orders quite soft this season. But have you ever experienced a situation where maybe orders are soft towards the celebration day, but we have some maybe last minute buyers, maybe last minute plans, and they say, you know what, it's after Valentine's Day. I'd rather buy that cake after Valentine's Day. Do you get that?
So I would say that usually we like to take our orders well in advance, pre-order. In previous years, we've had to even stop taking Valentine orders like a week before Valentine, so we can focus more on the planning and ensure that customers that have paid get the best out of the cakes that they pay for in terms of delivery, in terms of quality. However, this year it's been more of people hesitating whether I really want to buy or not. But then it kind of picked up in the first week of February, and the others, have they gain momentum over time. And yes, it kind of picked up. So Nigerians love to celebrate. We are happy people, regardless of what's going on around us. So yes, it's picked up.
All right. So
Can I answer your question?
yes, we're happy people. We love to celebrate, but looking at most of the pre-orders at this point, and we do have people that make plans last minute. But now I want you to tell me the people making more orders at this point. Is it the men making more orders, or is it women? We have that debate. Women still buying boxers, singlets for the guys. Who's buying more cakes? Is it the men or the women?
I think it's a mix of both. It's a mix of both, but more of the men, right? I'll say if I have to give it like a percentage, maybe 65-45. Women are also trying, give us that credit. So it's more of men, but women are also, yeah, they're not doing badly.
So it's more of men at this point. The men
Well,
win. Yeah, we buy the better gifts. Shout out to the men at this point. All right, let's talk about rising costs. For ingredients. I know that's been a major issue in the past. I don't know if that's still an issue right now. How's that affecting your business? Is that affecting your pricing? This season. We know the naira has been stable all through 2025. Coming into 2026.
absolutely. It's been a little bit stable, but some things are still constantly on the rise. So what we try to do is we also understand that people don't have, it doesn't mean they have more money, right? So you have to kind of make it more affordable, offer simpler options, be flexible, understand your market and what they can afford. Our customers actually love quality, and that's why they come to us. So we actually take pride in the quality of our ingredients. But at the same time, there's a way you can still offer simpler packages. We absorb some of the cost, slight increase, just to ensure that they get that experience and we stay in business. So it's a mix of everything, but basically offering tiered packages so that there's something for everyone.
Oh yeah, something for everyone at this point. Let me come to you, Mr. Dianijo now. So definitely we've talked a lot about Dirty December, and we see how for the last one there was so much hype, for 2025 Dirty December. I'm not sure if it really met expectations, but looking at Valentine's Day, I don't know. I don't think Valentine's Day stands a chance as an economic driver like Dirty December. In this economy.
That is happened on the culture.
Right.
So you see, the reason we might be speaking economics to these things is because Nigerians are, what's the word I'm looking for? Like to express their affluence. So Dirty December is an opportunity to express your affluence. You go to the clubs, you have, you want to spend a bit of money, move about, show people where you stay, show how you're living. But for Valentine's Day, more and more, we spend money on gifting, but thankfully, you still should. Number one is still the experience.
Oh yes, experience is number one according to the searches
that
so
happens.
far.
So if you look at it in its truest form, right? I think let's focus on the experiences, giving people the best or helping people enjoy their time together. Then that drives the economic numbers. You would go to Venice, for instance, to just experience the boats and then just move in water. Water in itself is tranquility. And because whatever noise is coming from around, it pretty much settles in the water. It's just that time you have together that you're enjoying.
And I'm wondering if so I guess it's safe to say some countries are more romantic than some countries.
France.
France. Exactly. That comes to mind.
Yeah.
Immediately. So how are you, redefining this, season? What experiences are you, focusing on to give your customers?
So what we are doing in Herald Play is that we're connecting with the bedrock of every community, which is the family. Pretty much everything we're doing.
So it's not just about daddy and mommy.
Yeah.
Or the guy and the girl.
Yeah. Bring the kids.
Bring the kids.
Yes.
Wouldn't that distract the love?
Funny enough, I don't think so. I'll tell you this. So there was this funny situation that happened. I saw a video of a boy who was seated right in front of his dad, and he was asked the question, what do you enjoy? What is your favorite moment with your dad? The boy said just being inside the car and driving to the fish pond to fish. And the dad broke down in tears because for the dad, he thought to accommodate all the times I'm not available, let me buy you a gift. But in this case, because we want to connect with the bedrock, you know what? Let the family come and bond. It's difficult to have that. Fortunately, the race, the marathon, now make sure
That's tomorrow.
yeah, it's tomorrow. Make sure everybody is locked in a particular place for a small time. So, dads, you have no excuse. Come out with mom. Come out with the kids. Come and bond. Have a good time. Go home.
Okay, so yeah, parents, you hear it now. It's not just about you guys going out this season. You're taking the kids
Yep.
with you if you want that. All right, let me come to you now, Mrs. Williams. Great to have you stay on, and definitely looking at it from your point of view at this point. Talk to me about this season. You did say demand is looking softer. Pre-orders and orders. Compared to the previous year. Going forward, do you think this is still a season that people should, businesses should look forward to? Is this still that money spinner? In your opinion, because if I look on Instagram, there's so many adverts there, money bouquets, different, gifting ideas. I'm wondering if they're going to make sales.
Say that yes, I still am optimistic, even though the economic reality is there. So I would say yes, it's still a season to look forward to. So we can't say that we do not have sales at all this period. It's still higher than the regular period that is not Valentine's. So I would say yes, people should still look forward to it. Nigerians are happy people. We love to celebrate. So it's still a season to look for, but you just need to kind of balance it with understand your customers, know what they want. We have customers that have been with us for a decade and even more. So understand what your customers want, understand how, and do not compromise on quality. If your customers are with you for quality, design, and just stay focused, don't compromise. There may be a slight drop, but then it won't be too significant.
So I guess it's not just KYC, it's UYC, understand your customer. All right, tell me what you're expecting for your industry so far, because definitely we still have a lot of people that are looking at your baking industry. They feel like it's a place where they can actually go in and make money. At this point, we know there are a lot of people doing trainings right now to learn how to bake and all of that. Give them that advice, right now for that person looking to get into your industry.
So the sky is big enough for everyone to fly. So the industry, you must have your own competitive advantage because we have a lot of people baking. Ours is basically, we focus on the quality of our cakes and designs because you eat before you, when you look at something, right? It must be appealing before you put it in your mouth. So yes, for anyone that wants to, that is considering investing in the baking industry, I'll advise you to give it a shot. But then you must understand that you need to have your competitive advantage in order to survive.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. I'll come to you now, Mr. Darinijo. Definitely hospitality, it's not child's play.
Yep.
At this point. You're hot today, hot tomorrow.
Particularly when you're running a club.
Especially with clubs. At this point, what are you seeing for the industry this year?
So for the industry this year, we're not doing badly, to be frank. Dirty December assists, but I think for this year, my appeal to my colleagues would be, let's look to give the customers a good experience every time they come, and with that we can guarantee that new businesses can come up. We'll guarantee that there'll be more money to spend. We can guarantee that there'll be better opportunities for all of us. And we can guarantee that things would definitely look up. Something that was quite apparent. You know, if you go back to Dirty December, the hype and the expectation met. There's competition now. You know, Valentine's Day is internal. It's between us. It's not taken outside. You're not competing with any countries. You're not competing with anybody. So that's what I would always advise.
Yeah. Let's give the consumer a break. This year, right? With a lot of giveaways.
Fantastic experience.
It's fantastic experience, and cut those prices, slash those prices really low
as much as you can.
As much as you can. Hopefully you still stay.
No, you will make. So the thing is, for the hospitality businesses, it is your money is on volumes. The more people, or we count in footfalls, the more people that come, the better the chances of you to make more money. That's why I've said, if you have a good experience, tell a friend, come back. If you have a bad experience, give me feedback so that I can.
Fantastic. I guess at some point we need to do some kind of research on hardship and romance. If hardship increases, does romance drop?
It doesn't.
It doesn't drop. I guess
it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't drop, right?
It doesn't.
You're right.
Because there's this. There's a movie, don't let me mention names, where they say at the point of survival, particularly where there's a bit of hardship, the human mind chooses two directions. It's either survival which harps on recreation, or shutdown, which tends towards death. So in the place of hardship, it's hard in some parts of the country, but you have a large population.
Yeah, a lot of kids. You didn't hear that from me. Thank you so much. Mr. Olatode Darani Jones, General Manager, Herel Play. Thank you, Olamide Williams. She's the CEO. Sweet Indulgence. Thank you both for helping us unpack this Valentine's Day celebration.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.